My name is Matt, I'm the Viking biker.
My name's Karina, I'm Freebird Moto.
And together we're starting a series called
Coffee Shop Talks.
Boom! Hey guys, welcome to Coffee Shop Talks, and today our guest is Biker Jen.
Hi. We thought we'd kick off with talking about all the
I'm a bit injured, and basically I've taken up trials bike riding, and yesterday was my second time since about November.
so you're new to it?
Well, no, I was riding for about 6 months last year, but then I kind of stopped in November, haven't been back for various reasons, and this has been like my second time.
Okay.
So I feel like a brand new person. And so last weekend I had a pretty good fall, and then yesterday I had the most spectacular fall. I cannot wait to share the photo. So basically, somehow I kind of tank slapped a trials bike. It was literally full lock one way, full lock the other way, and it all happens in slow motion. It's weird, it's hard to describe. So I thought I broke my finger. I don't think I have, as I've been showing you.
But now you've told me about your high pain threshold, it's freaking me out that it is broken and you're just waggling it all the time.
It may be. We'll see. I want to go riding today, so I can't.
You'll know after you've ridden today, like...
You're just going to ignore it, it's not broken, I'm going.
It was actually hurting on the way here, like extended it to get the clutch, because my clutch on the bike is really quite stiff, so yeah. It does hurt, but yeah. It may be broken or it may not, we'll find out. Because I was saying to you guys earlier, I've previously broken my ankle and I'd walked on it, and I felt the crunch when the inside of my ankle broke off, sorry.
It makes you feel a bit...
And then, I previously broke the top of my... what is it? It's tibula. I think
that's a big
the bottom one. The big bone.
Okay.
Yeah. So and the top of it, I broke it, and it's in behind the knee, and I just kept walking on it, and I actually, it was when I had a cruiser. I had a Suzuki Intruder, the 800 one, and I just fell in a little bit of gravel, and I thought, fuck, there's a video somewhere. And I took my gloves and my helmet off and everything, and it was the first time I'd ever used a GoPro to record on a bike, and I went like that, and I thought I turned it off, but I hadn't turned it off, so I filmed myself actually picking the bike up on my own, because everyone was just driving past. So I had to do it on my own, and it was a big old bike. Just
Did you just hef it up?
Yeah, literally. Jesus. There's a video of me just going like that, adrenaline.
Yeah, I was going to say, when you don't think about it, maybe that's
I need
better.
to put it onto YouTube.
Throw it up.
It's somewhere. It's on my Instagram somewhere, because you can see me like flying off the bike like this.
God, we need to see that.
Yeah.
And the pictures with the perfect product placement.
Yes.
That
will be coming.
What caused the crash? Do you remember? Sorry,
So basically, there's a bit of a hill, like a tiny little, like a little speed bump of a hill, and if you give it a bit, when you're at the top of the hill, you can do it really good. Like the front end comes up, and then usually you can jump the back end.
Okay.
So I was kind of doing it on purpose, but I don't know what I did, and I kind of gave it a bit much or something. I just mistimed it, and I just ended up just face planting. And then, my boots were like up here. There's an amazing photo that is coming.
I really want to see that.
It is so good.
You must be quite flexy then.
I didn't realise I was, but I think so.
I don't think my feet would come over like that. I think I'd just be like a board.
Yeah. Do the work on the floor.
It was literally, backwards. And I face planted, and I could feel my helmet, like, because I have a full face, what do they call it? Like a motocross helmet. Because in trials, they have the what do you call it? Like the open face helmet. So they have a peak, and then it's open face. But I've always not wanted one of those because they
That's
just
probably
see my
safe.
facial expression. You know, whenever I'm wheeling, I'm going, ah. So yeah, I've always said no. And then, yeah, I'm quite lucky because I was dragging along the floor and I could feel the pressure.
Oh,
Do you know what I mean?
Imagine if that had been your actual face.
Exactly,
On the floor.
exactly.
There's a lot of damage.
An open face.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, I don't pretend doing that on mine.
Yeah, it does worry me because at least on those they've got quite a hard peak.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I was quite glad for that. Yeah, so I was lucky enough to be invited along to I think it's Rye House Stadium, where Harley Davidson were doing a flat tracking event. Yeah, and so Peter Boast, he's a flat tracking champion. He's got Champions Flat Track School. So he taught us the level 1 course, like the beginner course. So I had never done anything like that before. So yeah, basically Harley invited me along, and username Kate was there as well. And we had some little Honda CRF 100s, I think they were. So we started all the basics on that. And then at the end of the day, we were flat tracking on a Harley Davidson. They were like 750s.
Oh,
I don't
right,
know what they're called. I can't remember what they're called, but it was.
The street 750s.
Was that where you had like those clip-on like metal bits on your shoes?
Yeah. So you have a steel shoe so that you can skid. So basically, there's some photos somewhere of me like. You put all of your weight basically onto your foot.
So you are actually.
The back end of the bike is like skidding. The reason you have the steel shoe is so that it slides along on the gravel nice and easy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so...
I didn't know there's weight through the leg though. That's interesting.
Balancing on your leg.
It's so counterintuitive though.
Yeah.
Did that feel weird?
And it's weird
you always
because...
told, don't you put your legs down.
Yeah, and it's weird because I'd spent a whole summer basically getting my knee down on the bike, on the GSXR. So it was like the complete opposite because you're putting your weight like the other way. Like you have to be in a bit of a weird position, which I can't remember without getting on the... Yeah, exactly. So I was like going the wrong way and he was like, no, you have to be leaning the other way. And you're basically like pushing the bike away. It's really odd, but it's amazing. Yeah. It gave me so much confidence then on road because I know that if the bike slips, it's fine. Like it's fine.
I think once you've felt it, then it tweaks in your head, doesn't it, a little bit? Whereas if anything happens like that on the road, you immediately think, shh. You probably do everything wrong, don't you? Tense up and everything. But I guess if you sort of know that movement. Yeah,
it's like the most satisfying feeling as well. It's the same as getting your knee down when you can hear and when you can feel the slider. It's really satisfying. It's really hard to describe, but like putting that steel shoe down and feeling that underneath as well, because you're feeling all of the gravel underneath the steel shoe. It's really weird, but it's so cool.
Is there not a moment when you first do that and it does do that makes you kind of go,
No, I was just so, I just wanted to do it so bad. But I think that, was it Camp VC? I'm sure they were doing some flat tracking stuff with Leah Tokolo.
Yes.
I'm sure they were. So if you go again this year, I would honestly do it. It's the best thing, one of the best things that I've ever done. And I would like to compete as well. Just doing that one day and being able to then flat track a Harley Davidson, I actually thought, that's quite a big
jump up, isn't it?
Yeah. And because you don't have, they don't have a front brake. I think they only have a rear brake as well. Because imagine if you're graveling, if you just went through it,
and I bet you would grab at it too.
So it is a bit weird, but it's amazing. It's such a nice feeling.
Yeah. Have you always been a bit of an adrenaline junkie?
Yes. Definitely. I can remember when I was 16. I lived in a really small village, so I got a moped as soon as I was 16, and there were 2 other girls in another village that got them, and we used to like jump humpback bridges on mopeds. I'm only joking. So I think it's a bit of a theme that I just am constantly seeking that next thing. And like last year, I tried out so many different things, like downhill mountain biking as well. Like that's really scary because, well, I mean, the pedalling up the hill, I'm not so keen on.
There's no engine to help you back up the hill.
I wasn't keen on that, but yeah, I think I'm always seeking adrenaline in one way or another. I think most bikers are though. I just think it's the thing with bikers.
There's got to be that commonality to us all. Maybe not.
I think so.
I think I'm probably on the lower key.
Just poodle along like Miss Daisy.
Yeah, I'll just have a little cruise. But I'd like to get over that, because biking full stop, you have to get over yourself, don't you?
Yeah.
And like whatever that mental block is, you have to get over it. So I suppose you could just keep stepping that up.
I think you reach a point with the road bike where you think, right, this isn't really doing it for me anymore, and I think then you start to seek something else, and that's when you might go onto track, or you might go off road, or you might do something just to get a little bit more.
A bit more of that buzz. Takes a bit more each time. Still new, maybe it's coming.
I think that's the plus of having a Harley though, because you can just modify it.
Yeah, maybe you can get rid of it a bit.
They're like Meccano. Have you ever thought about that? They are. Or like Lego.
Yeah.
I'm going to put that on. I'm going to take that off.
Yeah. Meccano.
Especially the sportsters are the most Meccano of all.
Yeah. I would love one. Absolutely love one.
Do you build stuff?
Yeah, so I've got a K100 Kawasaki that I had one before in like 2012 or something, and I just split up with an ex-partner, and I had a Suzuki, the Intruder, and I thought, I'm going to have to learn how to do shit for myself now, and I thought, right, the best way for me to do that is to buy another little two-stroke, because I thought that'd be nice and easy.
Get at it, yeah.
And it was a field bike, and it was like 200 quid, and I completely took it apart and then rebuilt it, and I got it to the point of going on the road, and I did that by reading the Haynes manual, and I hate Haynes manuals.
I was going to say, Jesus, I have no patience.
No, I've got degrees and I still can't read those fucking things. So, and then watching YouTube videos and literally sending photos to my friends going, what is that? I don't know what that is. It's a choke. Like, it's literally, I didn't know anything about them. And so I got that, and then I got the bug and I started collecting bikes, and I had 5 bikes at the time, and then one of them I took to my friend's house, and my garage got broken into, and all 4 of them went, and that was Pedro the First. I name all of my bikes.
Pedro the First.
Yeah, so that was Pedro the First.
What Pedro are we on now?
It's second.
Okay.
So like recently, like last year, I can't remember when, but I bought it kind of, well, maybe this time last year. And I decided, right, I'm doing it again. I found another shitter. It was a field bike, and I thought, I'm doing it. And so now I've completely rebuilt him. I've taken him down the Trials Bike Park. He runs, he rides, he does everything. Pedro the Second. So,
Pedro the Second.
Yeah, I do. I enjoy I like learning new things. I think I'm quite, I get stuck in my head. I'm a bit of a, I don't know what, you either got the brains or you can do things with your hands, and I always think, I always think that I am I'm more academic, but then I pick up a welder and I'm like I can do that as well, so I don't know, I just like trying new things.
So Matt and I are quite open about our mental health. I don't like to say issues. I just think that mental health is it's physical health, mental health. So we both wanted to include a bit of the CBT stuff when we were training, and also whether or not you think, since you've been doing the training, if that's linked to how you think and feel on the bike as well.
So currently I'm a trainee CBT therapist, so that's cognitive behavioural therapy.
Yes, not your compulsive.
No,
what is it called?
Compulsory
basic training. Yeah,
that's how I read it. When I read it.
Why are you asking about a CBT?
Yeah. So I'm currently a trainee, so I'm currently practicing with clients. It's something that I've done for a few years already, but now I'm doing the training for like high intensity work. So I love it, and I just think that, like we were saying before, it's just quite simple, but it's kind of educating people, I think, and just telling them, you need to do this, and then you'll feel better. And actually, where I work with my clients, they do these changes, and then they feel better. It's so nice. It's just the nicest feeling ever. I love it.
Seeing that transformation. If you could explain to people what CBT is in a nutshell.
Okay, so
in 10 words or less.
So CBT in a nutshell is essentially, there is a link between your thoughts, your feelings, like the way that you feel, what you do, your behaviours, and the physical sensations that you feel in your body. So essentially it's changing your thoughts so that you are you don't feel kind of bad in the other kind of aspects. So let me think of an example on the fly. So, so depression is quite a good one, or anxiety even. So you know the level crossings. They've got a couple of them where the trains go across.
Yeah.
If someone is in their car and they're going up to the level crossing and they think, oh, for fuck's sake, I've got to stop. I'm going to be late for work or whatever. It's really, it's annoying. They shouldn't have it there. They should make a bridge or whatever. They're thinking those things. I'm going to be late for work. My boss is going to tell me off. All of those kind of things. They're then going to be feeling, annoyed, stressed, angry, those kind of things. They might be feeling kind of tension. They might be feeling, their heartbeat is going.
Your heart would be racing.
Yeah.
You're probably hot.
Quite, yeah, exactly. Tense in your body, all of those kind of things. Then, what else? So physical, thoughts, emotions, behaviour. So the behaviour might be they've got kids in the car. They might shout at the kids.
Right.
They might they could do anything. It kind of leads to negative things. So if there's a kid in the car as well, they might sit there and they might think, yay, great, I get to see a train, I'm so excited.
It's really different perspective.
Yeah, and that child is then going to be feeling happy, excited. They're not going to be feeling any negative symptoms. They're going to be, behaving well for their parents, whatever, excited. And it's just the difference between those
in the same
thoughts.
scenario.
Yeah, same scenario, two different thoughts, two different kind of outcomes of what can happen. So, it's such a simple thing, CBT, and it can help so many different people with so many different problems. Something we spoke about as well is when somebody gets depressed, they tend to stop doing the things that they like to do, and they just do the things that they have to do. So you'll find that they just go to work, or they
survival mode, aren't you?
Yeah,
really?
that's exactly it. So there's no pleasure at all. You just
took all of that out of your life.
Yeah. And one of the big things that all of us have got in common is riding bikes. So someone who's feeling a bit depressed may stop riding, and actually it's really important to make time for yourself. To go and ride and to do things that you really enjoy doing, whatever that might be.
I think bike is probably quite a good one, isn't it?
Yeah, massively.
Because, I guess you get your endorphins released.
Yeah.
The outside.
I find that I can totally switch off from everything. So like the crappiest day at work, and yet like 50-minute ride is the best part of my day.
And I can tell you what that is. It's about being mindful.
Yes.
So it's concentrating on what you're doing at the time. You're not thinking about what has happened. You're not thinking about what the future was going to happen. You are completely
in the moment.
You're doing what you love to do, and it does release the happy hormones, chemicals, and things like that in your brain, because you're doing something that you like to do. Even if you're commuting, having that time to, sometimes you do think about what's happened, and by the time you get there you've processed it and it's done. It's really therapeutic. I wish I could say to people, just go buy a motorbike. It's not really practical, is it?
You could be a 2-in-1 CBT therapist.
Yes.
Oh my
Get
god, there's a
and
If you need a good compulsory basic training instructor, here you go, here's my card.
I would do that.
Yeah.
So before we wrap up, Karina is going to give you a bit more of an in-depth chat.
And then Matt's going to do all the kind of the more bikey tech stuff. He wants to go and have a look around that bike. So
no problem.
So that's the end of this part.
Cool.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. So
someone got shot. It's not the bike, right?
No, it's something over there. Okay, for you. Oh fucking hell! There's some drunk people.
Jesus. Sunday people. Oh my god! Please don't come.
Yeah, don't get near the bikes because I will.
He's walking down the street with a pint glass.
And his head is literally at 90 degrees to his shoulder. That's normal. It's normal. I'm not drunk.
What kind of video is this?
That's in the outtakes screen. I've got a little tickly cock.
Oh, I can't imagine what that sounds like.
Yeah.
Probably Chad's your helmet.
That'd be a hajazzle then.
Yeah, but actually, yeah, it's quite a specific area.
They do a pijazzle.
Oh.
Your eyes just went wide.
That's the outtakes, that one.
That should be your challenge.
My challenge.
Me and James will pajazzle you.
Viking horns.